At the ready! At the ready! To attention! Prepare! The enemy unit flees!
Oh.
What coward?
I have another general here. Someone who was clearly hiding away. I want to make sure that I kill this unit. So you guys are quite a long way away. Because the last thing I want is to fight Fury of Bahia when I'm in a siege. This is a siege, technically. Oh yeah, we could have been using charge formation, but then it does reduce the slow. It slows them, rather. If you have a wall between you and Gong Zhuo, you should stay behind it. Yeah, you really should.
Stand ready!
Although, if there's a wall between you and Gong Zhuo, that just means that Gong Zhuo's going to be attacking you from above. Woo! Splat! Ha ha ha!
At them! Ready!
You may as well kill them on the way past. Although, then again, this is Gong Zhuo that we're talking about. Do we really think that a wall would stop the mighty Gong?
Prepare!
Pressed that just too late, I think. I want my plus 50% charge damage. Is he going to hit 400 kills by the end of this battle? Yes. Yes, he is. Because these guys still have a long way to run before they get to safety.
Stand ready!
Honestly, if there's a wall between you and Gong Zhuo, does it really make a difference? No, not really. Have I tried out Legendary difficulty yet? No, and I don't really intend to. I hate that you can't pause during Legendary because it means I can't pause and explain tactics and strategies. So the most I'll ever do in a Total War game will be very hard. Notice Kong Wong's not using Thunder of Jian unit, which is the upgrade of the Fury of Bahai. The heroes probably weren't high enough level. I think they need to be level 7 to use them. Load Gong Zhuo into the trebuchet. Well, except Fiora, that's not the way it works. You don't load Gong Zhuo into a trebuchet. You load a trebuchet onto Gong Zhuo.
The time has come! Still yourselves!
Just knocking people over with his horse. I think it's unfair that I got such a good horse so early in the game. Like, movement speed 80 on this guy is just sickening.
Attention!
Oh, you've stopped. Why have you stopped? Oh, so have the horsemen. Go and chase them then.
Take heed, warriors! Ready!
Weak against cavalry. Well, isn't that a shame? How many of them are left? 48. Well, considering that was a full unit when we started, I'll take it.
Those who fight do not win. Those who win do not fight. This is the way of the Tao. You continue to grow and unlock the mysteries of the Tao. Now you must apply these learnings for the peace of the people. Your war has brought you to the very gates of your enemy.
Proof of heaven's
Behind their
Whoa! Hello! Cha-ching! You too has been captured. Satisfaction because you're dutiful, you're wise. You're a very satisfied, self-satisfied person, and you're reckless, hence you got captured. And you're scared. Right, scarred. Humble. Stalwart. Cunning. 12 cunning for a mastermind. Denied.
It is the people's will.
You, I think I will just release, because you're very likely to just get captured again. One cavalry died and one spearman died. Yeah, it's not unsurprising.
To action!
Tolerance is the best we can offer.
Yuan Shu wants to make peace and is willing to spend... Whoa, man. That's a lot of money. That's 28,000, basically, because it's over 10 turns. 2,800 a turn. Oh yeah, and you are independent. Make him give me land. It's actually money, which is way more useful at the moment. You know what? I'm going to accept that because that's so much money.
A productive meeting.
Just so much money. I'll give you 10 turns to recover. Then we do this all over again. Yuan Shu signed peace deal with me. A corrupt official. Your siege continues with no side yielding any ground. Starvation and disease must be taking a hold, yet still they do not relent. One morning, however, a bird arrives from beyond the walls with a message. A local official will open the gates for a price and let your troops through. For 500? Very well. Yuan Shu will send you a check. Gong Du and Jan Mao. Relationship lost. When faced with dilemmas, I have made choices that this one held in high regard. Sometimes these don't quite work. I know that Jan Mao and Gong Du get on. Actually, do they? Jan Mao is the commander of the other army. Okay, maybe they don't. Gong Du and Zhang Kai. Friends. You two are oath sworn. Gained a guard. Zhang Kai leveled up. Foreign trespasser. Loads of constructions being completed. Jian Mao and Li Jian Yu are now hostile. And a corrupt official. Alright, so. Up here, Duchy of Qi.
Absolutely not.
Where there are many, many dead people.
For honor!
I just want to double check your relationships, because I am sure that you and Zhang are besties. Oh, you are only friends. Your oath sworn to Gong Zhuo. So your oath sworn to him, but not Zhang Kai? Really? Oath sworn to He Yi, who's not even in the same army, and He-Man, who you detest. Huh.
For the people!
Interesting. Alright, so Zhang Kai has leveled up. You are my main frontline defensive-y person. So plus 10 melee damage and armor-piercing damage and replenishment for this army. Really? A self-heal? On a fighter? Really? Yellow Turban heroes are just broken. Campaign movement for own faction is also good, and then guerrilla deployment and night battles. self-heal, obviously.
Focus your rage.
And now I think we are going to go and siege this. They've only got 340 men left. So I'm just going to delegate this one, I think. I thought you're expecting medium casualties. Eh, we'll get back.
The people's voice cannot be silenced. In time, they will thank us for this.
An uncommon talent. You know what? We are going to promote them because we're getting more and more slots where we're going to need them. Plus, with the amount of money we're making, we can definitely have a 4th army now. Ah, and they're just down here. And they have that one unit of Fury Bahai who managed to escape. But I think that we did just do a tremendous amount of damage to the Duchy of Qi. And in fact, their capital is right here. No, sorry, that's not their capital. Capital's going to be here, isn't it? Just realised you can really hear my fan. It's because it's whirling rather hard. Let's try turning you slightly. I can't hear anything out my other ear, so maybe it's just because I have my sound turned really high at the moment. Oh, it's the vibration. Oh, no, it's gone now. Oh, I seem to have fixed it. I just needed to turn the microphone a bit because my computer thing's right there. Because I have a massive tower, because I hate fiddling with the inside of computers, so I just bought the biggest tower I could possibly get. And now I don't need to bother with cables or anything like that. Stuff will fit in there regardless. But it's too big to go under the desk. I'm very easy to annoy by background hum. So am I, which is why I noticed that. Usually I think it's okay, but yeah, like I said, playing with high volume right now because I'm still completely deaf in this ear. Well, actually, I'm about 50% now, I'd say. Very irritating. How do I want to deal with you? I'm wondering if I can just peace out the Duchy of Qi. Although, aren't you a minion? Yeah, Qi is still a minion.
Talk fast.
So I cannot peace you out independently. And we can't end this war until Yingshuan has fallen. Yuranshu, those aren't hostile. These guys are, potentially.
Bring news of what occurred in my absence.
Yeah, I think we're going to start marching. So let's move you up to here.
Momentum.
So we're pretty strong now.
I return. How fare the people? Serve the people.
And that's a lot of armies there. Hopefully, standing where I am standing right now, we don't get attacked by the city itself, because it has probably got a pretty fearsome garrison.
Their crowds are small, but the people here are numerous enough.
Oh, we gained a mathematician. What do you do? +4 reserves, faction wide. Eavesdropper. And the guard. Killed in battle, killed in battle. Oh yeah, we got the commandery as well. That's the main reason I was fighting over here. Repair, repair, repair. Build me more guerrilla stuff. And now I am out of food, so we're going to need to invest in more food supply. So who has access to that type of thing? You have farmland, which requires another reform. That one. Well, in 9 turns, we can get the improved irrigation network, although then again, we're also trying to get these so I can get the new government offices. And I'll probably prioritise those if I'm being quite honest. Huh, food is going to be a problem for us. Although, aren't we trading a bunch? No. That was in the game with Bussy. I'm not trading any here. You have just finished building a new slot, which means that you can get the headquarters for the public order. Jin Cheng has also got a headquarters, but your public order is now actually fine. So in that case, I think I'm going to have you increasing your money-making potential. Wu Wei. Be reducing the upkeep cost for cavalry. I guess I do have 4 units per army, and I have 3 full armies now. So maybe this is going to be useful. Plus, we're rich! Jihei is also getting public order. Is there anywhere that's losing? Yeah, Taiwan is. And that will become a problem, but we've been building this thing for a long time. Oh, we could do the instant construction. You know what? Let's do that. I've never done it before, but we're going to need to. And then we want the headquarters so we can start getting public order reduction. Although some of this is because of the faction support, which we'll fix. Chengdu? No, Chang'an. Create the Charmaker's Workshop. Chengdu. Don't care about the Armor Craftsman. Don't really care about this being a small city. Plus we don't have the food to supply that regardless. So it's just going to be you. What do we want here? Great encamped fort, obviously. So we make even more money from battles. What game is this? Total War 3 Kingdoms. You know, I've noticed Mordred slowly getting better at cavalry. No, I think it's the cavalry in this game suit me more. They don't just die. I think that cavalry in Total War Warhammer are just too squishy. And yeah, also, if you look at the casualties that I suffered, like everyone else was fine except for the cavalry. Oh, actually, and my spearmen. What I'd really like to do is switch out these 2 spearmen for 2 more reclaimers, because the reclaimers do tend to hold up pretty darned well. Problem is, he just can't recruit them. Do you have anyone who's more tanky? You have the Bringers of Righteousness, but they don't have shields. That's kind of critical. Although that being said, no it's not, because we are really good at killing archers, and the archers tend to target my archers rather than my front line. So, if we had Bringers of Righteousness, we could use your special formation, which is... Oops. Where's it gone? That. The mixed missile, which is the pike and shot formation. I am so happy that one of these games has got this now. Hey, Dr. Coxon, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate that. Bits, bits, bits. Very good of you. Okay. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to do there. Did we ever raise another army? Oh, in fact, we still have armies to move? No, we don't. Then yes, I think it's time for our 4th army. What do we want to do with it? It is probably going to be something I raise in Chang'an and use it just as a way of preventing the people from attacking us. Plus we have an assignment available. Let's go and take a look at that first. Shen Jinhui can actually stimulate markets. Or could employ volunteers. Those are both very useful abilities, actually. Do we have any commanderies which don't have someone stimulating the markets right now? 900 from peasants, 600 from industry, 800 from industry, 6 from silk, 2 from commerce. Jincheng. Could definitely do with stimulated markets. Phenomenal. And that leaves us with one person who could start an army. Are you any good at fighting? No. First thing I hover over. Are you any good at fighting? Incompetent. That's a no then. Bye. Omar, my day is going phenomenally. And speaking of my day being phenomenally, Dana, it's time. Really? You're abandoning Yingxuan? No, you're probably not. You're trying to trap me into actually attacking it, aren't you? Yes. You know how this works. Wang Lan requests the Master Kingdom of Shu Han goes to war with whom? The Han Empire. Huh. And I just got an achievement. Store some ice. Playing as the Yellow Turban faction, construct a concealed fort. Cool. So this is an Imperial city. This is like the highest level city in the game.
Stay fixed.
For the people. To battle. For China.
They would deploy 5,000.
To arms.
Unified in intention.
Shout fury.
Okay, so now it's a little bit closer. You're saying it would be a valiant defeat. They have two strategists who I can't really counter. Then they have the one commander. Tiger and Leopard Cavalry, Protectors of Heaven. Yeah, they're starting to really mass up some of their unique units. I wonder if they can only build it while they control this city, or if it's just because they're a kingdom now. Night battle would not actually be in my favour. We do have He-Man here who can single-handedly kill enemy trebuchets. Huzzah! Sir Jambonnet, thank you very much for the resubscription. 2 months now. That's fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Really happy with your channel so far. Keep up the good work. I shall certainly endeavour to try. Thank you. Alright, let's go and try this. Because I want to press the advantage while we have it, because I know that they have at least one more stack nearby. And I really don't want to fight against the
We must be
top
willing
tiers.
to bend, but never break.
We have endured much for our cause, brother.
These new foes will soon bend to our will.
Now be driven like the hurricane to victory!
This is going to be a huge fight. This is an Imperial city. What's this behemoth going to be like? And how much am I going to want one? Am I going to do more Ultimate General Civil War anytime soon? I did some on Monday. Probably not next week, because there's a bunch of other things I need to do, and also I'm busy until Tuesday, basically. It's a lower priority at the moment. I still really want to do more, but it is a lower priority. Yeah, that's a pretty big city with very high walls. Looks more medieval. Crenellations and all. Oh, it's even got internal crenellations. Interesting. the devil is this? The police headquarters. Interesting, interesting. I like how the police headquarters is a ward of its own. What else do they have here? Master Artisan. Farm tool distribution. Half the fun in this is just looking around their cities. Yeah, I can see how they're doing different artisan-y things. Irrigated farms. I suspect that's more something for outside of the city than inside. Whoa, that's a lot of internal towers. Okay, I'm kind of pleased that I looked at that. Because I was thinking we should just attack this. Because there's only one tower here. Oh no, there's a tower here. So we basically need to kill those two towers and we can come over this wall. And in. And then once we're inside, these towers do not shoot backwards. So we would be pretty safe. But then we would need to deal with the internal towers. Although I suspect probably just the one. Which would be this one. However, if we attack from a different direction, then there's just more towers that we need to contend with. Except potentially at the back. No, that'd still be like 3. How far can you shoot? Fair way. So the only safe spot is right there. In fact, you do shoot inside. Interesting. There are a lot of defenses here. It's a big place. Going straight through the front door would definitely be the most dangerous. I'm beginning to wonder if we just want to attack it at the back. Because we will have to contend with these towers going through here. And there would be some much easier choke points for them to get. Especially if we attack on that side. So what about over here? You can reach the wall. So can you. So can you. Trebuchet here. Probably here. Possibly here. We'd have to break through this barricade to get in. I think that this is the weak spot. Yes, I do think that's the weak spot. Alright, so, first of all, trebuchets. Although this time we're going to start with the trebs further back. And we will wheel them into position, because I don't want the defensive trebuchets shooting mine. Then we got the 2 experts. So hang on, where are the reinforcements coming in? Reinforcements are coming in from over on that side, but they don't have any trebs. So all the trebs are in this one. So we may well need to wait for them to arrive, but that's fine. I'm okay with this. So I'll have the master archers here, regular archers here. Then we're going to go for the swordsman in the center. That's one beaten up unit. And spears on one side. Spears on the other side. Not that I really need to worry about this formation particularly, but it's fine.